So here's everything we're doing today. On here. First thing we're going to do is go over the schedule, everything on it. This is going to be for the next 2 days, okay? We're going to start with this and work our way down. If we don't get through everything today, it's okay. We'll finish tomorrow. First thing we're going to do is a phonics thing with words that sound like and shun, okay? The next thing...
Fiction?
What?
Like fiction? Like fiction?
Fiction is a good example of one of the words that we're going to work with. The next thing we're going to do is go over some vocabulary. I know that you liked the articles that we did offline. So I found one offline about Photoshop. And you know what Photoshop is? Yes? No? No? Cool. We're going to learn about it. Okay? It's a pretty cool thing. And it's a free download, I think, that you can get offline. At least I looked. So it could be something that we could look into doing and writing out steps for. So schedule, phonics, we're going to go over vocabulary words that are in the article that are a little more abstract or a little more difficult. So we'll go over that. Then we're actually going to read the article. I will help you with the words that we still need help with and concepts. If you have questions, we talked about forming questions beforehand. So we need to do that. If you have any, great, awesome, let's write them down. Words that have our phonics endings in them, I'm not going to help you as much because once we do these, I expect you to know them. Cool? The next thing after reading is something called inference. Do you know what inference is? Have you heard this term?
No, I've heard.
Inference is like when someone gives you clues about something, but they don't necessarily tell you what it is. So if I said it's sunny outside, I can feel the sand in the wind, and when I get really hot, I go for a dip in the waves. Where am I?
What'd you say?
Where am I? If I give you those clues.
At the beach.
I'm at the beach, but did I tell you I was at the beach?
No.
No. So I gave you clues to where I was, and you figured it out.
Sand.
Sand in the waves and the sun. Good. We're going to do some inferencing in our article. I'm going to show you an example, and then I have a little thing for you. It looks like this. And you're going to read the clues and decide where are they, who are they, or when is something happening. Okay?
So I got to answer the question.
Yeah. Yeah. After that, with our Photoshop article, there are some actual photos that have been photoshopped. I know you don't know what this means yet, but we'll find out in the reading, okay? We're going to look at those, and I want you to tell me, I want you to use the inferencing skills to tell me what you think is happening in the picture, okay? There won't be any words. Most of the time when you inference, it's going to be through words, through someone telling you something, or through you reading something. But it can also happen in pictures, okay? And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to take those Photoshop pictures, we're going to break them up into the writing organizers like we've been using for main idea, and then you're going to write the main idea, what you think about it, and all the details, and then on the very back, just like mine, you're going to write a summary of your inference, okay? And I'll explain more of that to you when we get there.
Tomorrow?
It'll probably be tomorrow that we do that one, just because we have a lot of other stuff to do, and I want to make sure we understand it before we move on, okay? Capiche? Alright. You can check this one off, because we just did that one. Super. I'm going to put this over here. So the first thing I'm going to do is a phonics thing. And up here, can you read what this says?
PH and GH make a sound and word.
Good. So PH, when you see PH together, what sound is it going to make?
Ch.
What sound is it going to make?
Mm-hmm.
And GH, what about a GH? When you see that, what sound is it going to make?
Good.
Read. PH and GH make an sound. Good, when you see them in words. So up here I have some words, but the pieces are missing. So I'm going to tell you the word, and I want you to write down what part you think is missing. Okay? And the very last part, I'm going to give you the whole word, and I want to see if you can write the whole thing down. Alright? So let's try this again. What letter combinations make an sound?
PH and GH.
Perfect. So the first word up here, the last part of this, what does this say?
One.
It says one. But when I put one of these sounds in front of it, it's going to sound a little different. The word I'm going to give you is phone. Phone. What pieces do you think are missing up here?
PH.
PH. So go ahead and put a PH up there. I meant to tell you this. PH is usually going to be in the beginning or the middle of the word, whereas GH you're probably going to find at the end of a word. Okay? This one is going to be phonics. Don't be looking at our schedule. Mm-hmm. You can always refer back to the directions or the notes if you need help.
The F.
Makes the F sound, right? What two-letter combinations are we working with?
PH and GH.
GH. So in the word phonics, are we looking for the beginning of the word or the end of the word?
The beginning.
The beginning. And what did I just tell you? Which letter combinations usually come in the beginning?
PH.
PH. So if I say phonics, we know we're not going to use the F. It's just going to make that F sound. So which one of those word combinations do you think goes in the beginning?
Phonics.
Mm-hmm.
PH.
PH. Perfect. Yeah. PH. Wonderful. I like how when you didn't know, you went back to phone and compared those two sounds. That was a really good idea. Why do we have this crazy capital H for? Look at that.
Is that better?
It is. Now, down here, we're going to do the word enough.
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 See, can I write it? E.
Write down the word, the pieces that you know.
You said enough?
Enough. Mm-hmm. You can say it out loud as many times as you need to. We have this sound, right? We have the F sound. And we are working with letter combinations.
So it would be PH instead of, GH instead of F.
Mm-hmm. GH instead of F. I like how you did that. What made you think of that?
What made me think of it?
Yeah, why did you think maybe this is GH?
Because it's at the kind of at the end of it.
Yeah, it's at the end of the word. That's more likely where we're going to see it. Wonderful. Mm-hmm. That's good. That's it.
Like what?
Yeah! We're missing one little O in here. There's an O that goes right here. But what we're concentrating on is the GH. So you did great with this sound right here, okay? Now over here, we have T-I-O-N.
Ooh. Lotion.
Perfect. So that's going to be that sound. Can you read the directions up here?
T-I-O-N makes a sound like shun in word.
Perfect. So this is
Lotion.
lotion. So what part do we need right there?
T-I-O-N.
Put it in there.
Lotion.
Wonderful. And do we need a capital N?
No.
Wonderful. The next word we're going to do is potion.
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 P-O.
Potion. Excellent. And the last word we're going to do is motion.
Motion.
Mm-hmm.
M-O. It's like potion.
Mm-hmm.
Motion. Put the T-I-O-N.
Wonderful. Excellent. Now what we're going to do is I need you to read, I separated the directions this time because I noticed sometimes when we do multiple directions it gets a little confusing. So I separated them this time. So can you read the first direction?
In your text, highlight the PH, GH words in yellow and all the shun words in green.
So I have these for you. So we're just going to concentrate on that first direction. Okay? So which ones do we highlight in yellow?
pH.
pH. So what I'm going to ask you to do is in your directions actually highlight pH. So in your directions where you see pH, highlight it yellow so you know that one is what we're doing first. And
GH.
wonderful. And which one are we highlighting in green?
Shun.
Shun.
Oh, I like this. It don't look like a highlighter.
So we're going to do direction 1 first. We're not going to worry about 2 yet because we haven't done 1 yet. Okay? So we're going to move this over here. You have your highlighters. Which one is yellow?
PAGH.
And what sound does that make? Good. And what is the green one?
Shun.
Shun. How do you spell shun?
Shun. SH.
Huh?
Hold
Huh?
on. Shun. Oh. That you talk about this one. TION.
Perfect.
TION.
So we're going to go in here. We are not reading this yet. What I want you to do is scan. Do you remember the word scan? I want you to scan through the words. And when you see a PH or a GH, I want you to highlight the whole word in the yellow. And when you see a word that ends with TION or has TION in it, you're going to highlight it green. Okay?
Oh, yeah, I see one. So highlight this whole word
Yeah. And why?
because it's still PH at the beginning.
Perfect. And what sound does it make?
Photograph.
Photograph.
Fiend.
Nice! Actually, it has 2 of them in there, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yes, it does. Do they make the same sound still?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Photoshop.
Photoshop. How did you know that word? I thought you told me earlier you'd never seen that before. So how did you know that this time?
Because it's in the story and it got the PH.
Excellent. Do you know any other words or letter combinations in there?
So
Like, do you know this word?
this one.
Mm-hmm.
Blow.
P-H-O-T-O.
Oh, PHOTO. Vote. 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 Vote.
Pho.
Photo.
Photo. And then what's the second part?
Shop.
Shop. Photoshop. I love it. Keep going. You're doing great.
Two.
I like how you're explaining your reasoning to me as you're highlighting things.
I said Photoshop.
I like how you're fixing it. What is it supposed to sound like?
Photoshop.
Wonderful.
Okay. Ooh.
And what does it sound like?
Motion.
Motion. Very good. I like how when you saw it in here, you went back and referenced your materials to make sure that was correct. Move this out of your way.
Enough.
Check your color.
GH.
And where is the
This
GH
one.
located?
Enough.
You're right, it's in the word enough. Where is it located in the word enough?
At the end.
At the end. Okay. And you're right, you referenced it over here. That's a good idea.
You got it right there.
Yeah, we did. And I highlighted this orange part in here, and I'll get to that later, so don't worry about the orange highlight for right now.
Did I miss something?
No, you're fine.
Photo.